first launch the UMEE app, you're greeted with a welcome screen that instructs you to tap the plus button to get started. Let's go ahead and do that, but I'm first going to disable hints for the rest of the presentation. Suppose you have a Sony TV that you want to control with UMEE. Here, let's select Add a Device to begin the configuration process. In this screen, we'll scroll down to TV and make the selection. From there, select the Sony brand. When you get to this screen, you need to narrow the selection down to a single code group. Use the power button on the left side of each row to test whether that's the correct code group for your device. Let's say we just tried group 1, and that turned the TV on. That means that this is likely to be the right group for your device. Let's make the selection. As you can see, the device has been added. We can now jump into the UMEE remote control for this device by pressing its button. The buttons on this screen work just like you would expect. You may want to take a minute to play around with these to make sure that they work for your device. The default TV remote control gives you access to basic TV functions like changing channels, volume, mute, and the numeric keypad. UMEE allows you to fully customize your remote. Let's jump into Edit mode and make some adjustments. Tap Edit and Edit Layout. Here you can rearrange buttons, add new ones, and delete ones that are never used. For instance, I personally never use the menu or the arrow keys, so I'll go ahead and get rid of those. You can find a bunch of predefined buttons on the bottom of the screen. When you find the one you want, just drag it up to the remote. Watch how I replace the traditional volume button with a volume dial. Now I'm all set, so I press Done to exit edit mode. If your device has an esoteric button that you can't find in edit mode, you can have UMEE learn it from a physical remote control of the device. Let me add a button called foobar to this remote. Tap Edit, then select Learn New Button. From here, pick Custom Button. Type the name of the button, and then hit OK. In this screen, point the physical remote at the UMEE accessory and press the foobar button on the remote. Once UMEE learns this button, it drops it onto the remote and lets you place it wherever you want. Let me leave it in the right corner here, where the menu button used to be. When finished, test the button out on your device to make sure that it does what you expect. UMEE also has a more streamlined way of learning from a physical mode. Tap Edit, then select Learn Existing Buttons. In this mode, UMEE tells you which button it's trying to learn by making it glow. Press the corresponding button on your physical remote. Once UMEE learns it, it moves on to the next button. This gives you an easy way to teach it the entire remote. When you're finished, tap Done on the upper right. Once you start adding devices to UMEE, you may feel that the devices screen feels cluttered. You can categorize the various devices based on their physical location: living room, bedroom, parents' house, and so on. UMEE gives you a way to deal with this clutter. Let's tap the Locations tab and enable locations. Now hit plus to add and name a location. Let's call this one Bedroom. As you can see, there are no devices in the bedroom location because we haven't added any. Let's add a Sharp TV in this location. Once you've configured it just the way you like it, you can quickly switch back and forth between the different locations. If you find yourself getting distracted by having to look at the screen while trying to do common tasks like adjusting volume or flipping through the channels, check out the Gestures feature. Let's go to Settings and select Gestures. Now hit plus to add a new gesture. I'm going to configure UMEE to turn the volume down on the TV every time I swipe 2 fingers down the screen. Now I'm going to do the same for volume up. Let's say you want to share UMEE settings across more than one iPhone or iPod Touch device. You can do that by creating a UMEE account. Let me show you how this works. Within Settings, you can create a remote account. You go ahead and enter an email and a password that'll be associated with this particular account. Once you've confirmed the password, the account is created. You can now log on to it from another iPhone or iPod Touch device and have access to all the same settings. We hope you enjoy the first version of UMEE. We have a lot of really great features in the works, so please go to our website at www.myumee.com and sign up to our mailing list to stay updated with all the latest UMEE news.